Hello and welcome to Mr. Pena Has Flipped. This is video lesson number 13. This is about composition of functions. And this lesson is a bit long because there's lots of examples I've included with the lesson. So please write this all down, okay? Remember to pause it and you can rewind it, but write everything down. That's the important part. Alright, this is video lesson number 13, composition of functions. Alright, before I tell you what composition of functions means, let me show an example. We want to find f composition of g of x. Okay, that's a weird looking thing there. Basically what I'm going to do is, if I have two functions, f of x is 4x plus 2 and g of x is x minus 1, is I'm going to plug one function into another function. And I know it sounds really weird, okay? But basically I'm going to plug g of x into f of x. You work from the inside out. So it looks like this, okay? That's one way to write it. And my outside function is f of x, because it's on the outside when I originally look at it. So it looks like 4x, well, 4 times something plus 2. And in the parentheses, I'm going to plug in g of x. Looks like this. Next, I'm going to simplify. So 4 multiplies times everything in the parentheses. I get 4x minus 4 plus 2. The plus 2 comes from f of x. Simplify those. I get 4x minus 2. That's my answer. That is f of g of x. That's how you say that. Or f composition g of x. You can also write it with a little circle in the middle. This says find g of f of x. Now, I have the same two functions, f of x and g of x. I'm just switching the way that I do this, the order that I'm going to do this. This time I'm going to plug f of x into g of x. So it's a little backwards. So g of f of x, or g composition f of x. So this function is outside now. Whatever is in my x, I put parentheses there, and that's where I'm going to plug in my f. F is going to be 4x plus 2 in the parentheses. Okay, when I do that, I don't need parentheses anymore. Simplify, that's my answer, 4x plus 1. That's it. Okay? Alright, so here's f of x. Here's g of x. This time they're on tables. So let me show you how to do this with a table. Okay? And I'm going to do g of f of 2. So look, I'm looking at the 2 on the f, alright? So this is my x value on the f function. Well, where is that on my table? It's right there. I'm going to look at that, and what y do I have matched with it? I have a 10. So f of 2 is going to be 10. See? Right there. I'm going to plug it into my parentheses. F of 2 goes away and I plug in the 10, which is my result. Okay, fine. Now, where is 10 on the function g of x? It's right there. That's my x. And what's matched to that? That is my y. And that's actually my final answer too. Okay, so it's like from one table leading to another table. Alright. Same two tables, but this time I'm asking you for something different. This is g of f of 0, or g composition f of 0. And this time I'm looking for 0 on the x in f of x. It's right there. Now what's matched with the 0 there? Which y? There you go. Plug that into my parentheses there. So this time it's g of 0, because all of f of 0 becomes just 0. Fine. Now I'm going to look for 0 on my g function. It's right there. What's matched with it? 100. So that's going to be my final answer there. 100. Okay. I've got also graphs. I can do composition on graphs. I got f of x is equal to absolute value of x. And I have g of x is equal to x squared. Those are the graphs. This time I'm going to look for g of f of 3. So I'm looking for the x value that's f, that's x on the f function, which is my absolute value. Okay, there's 3. Now I'm going to go up to my graph, and then I'm going to go sideways to the left, and my answer there is 3 also. Okay, I want that 3. So f of 3 becomes just the number 3. So I'm going to look for g of 3. Now where's 3 on the g graph? 3 is right there. I'm going to go up to the graph and sideways. So my final answer is that, 9. That's my final answer. Okay? Excuse me. Alright, now I got another function here, f of x, and I got my g of x. Okay, they kind of look similar to the other functions, but I changed them a little bit. And I want to find f of g of negative 6. Okay, or f composition g of negative 6. So this time I'm going to start with my g function, because you start with the second function or the inside function. So where's negative 6 on my g function? Right there, negative 6. Go up to my graph, go sideways. I want that number. So g of negative 6 becomes 4. Excellent. Now I plug in 4 into my f of x. So 4 on my f, there it is. And then I go sideways. My answer is 1. That's the answer. And that's pretty much it. Okay, on the SSP that you have, you're going to be plugging in some numbers also. Alright, don't be afraid to ask the sub, Ms. Vasquez, and she'll help you figure those out. So instead of plugging an X, you're going to plug in a number. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in class.